Good morning. I hope that you are doing well this morning, enjoying your favorite cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea, or depending on when you are watching this video, maybe you've already transitioned over to water. Let's get into today's video topic, and I'm going to continue with accountability. If you missed last week, you definitely need to hop back, watch that video where I'm talking about the next level accountability that my son just went through to get to being the last one standing, one of 17 selected for Junior Sword Arch. Like, what an amazing accomplishment. Now, accountability this week, what that looks like is, well, my husband has set himself up for a goal, and his goal is to complete a half marathon. He is, I think it's like a hiking because it's in the mountains. And so we're not talking flat surface here. But all summer long, he has really been adamant. He gets up, he goes to work. Sometimes they PT there, but he comes home and he's very adamant about getting his walk or his run in because he is training for this half marathon. And I am super excited for him. Years ago, I did a sprint triathlon and I loved it. And I've been very curious about going back to that sprint triathlon. I think it's just human nature. We need to have a deadline. We need to have some external accountability in order to get things done. Otherwise, doesn't matter how much you want it, doesn't matter how much you want to do it and you love it when you're doing it, it just never gets done. Like, I've been very inconsistent with my walks and I love them. But my husband, when he comes home, we always go on a walk. So he helps me to stay accountable. All of that to say is it's my birthday month. And last week during the Plan With Me Live, I opened the room to Help Me Rhonda Live. What is it? So for the past 6 to 8 months, folks have been emailing and they have been asking, do you have a coaching program? Do you have one-on-one? Can I get a little bit more time with you? Can you help me with this? And I've really shied away from those. I am so thankful that I get those emails, but I've shied away because I wanted to make sure that I had capacity. And what I've realized was that the business wasn't like pulling that capacity, it was life. So how could I further streamline business operations? And now I'm getting ready to get back in my house. I feel like I have capacity, and it is just a breath of fresh air. Last week when I did the Plan With Me Live, literally opened the door. We just put the finishing touches on the community, and I am loving it. Loving it. So let me give you kind of the skinny, who it's for and what we're going to be doing in there. I'm going to, who it's for. So it's if you feel like you need the accountability. And that's one of the things I love, like each and every week, like I'm going to get that work done. I'm not going to show up without having the work done. And it's funny, when I worked with Chelsea, she was like, yeah, I wanted to be the teacher's pet. I wanted to be the best. And she's done a really good job of doing that. So Chelsea had felt like, and she really described it well, is that she had done very well. She started to stay at home. She's got 3 kids, and she had done about $75,000 a year. And she felt like she had taken the business as far as she could take it. She had a couple team members, so a couple of SOPs. She's a launch strategist, and she knew that she could do more. And so she reached out. And that is a perfect opportunity when you know that you could do more, when you know that you need the accountability, when you're not quite sure of your plan. Maybe you've got your product, you've sold it, you know who your customer is, but you know you could tighten things up, and maybe you want to start bringing on team members. Just having someone like watch your blind side is also another great way to use accountability. So that's the who. So what's the what? The what is Help Me Rhonda Live is small group. I'm limiting spaces to 10 people. I want to make sure that everybody feels supported, and each one, we're calling them pods, and they all have themes. So each pod has 10 participants, and the first pod is West Wing inspired. And Barb, she's like, yeah, I love the West Wing. I've watched it several times. And I'm like, you are my person. So it is the Situation Room Pod. We meet on a weekly basis, but prior to that, you get to go through the next 90 AI assistant, where we really look at what you want to accomplish in 90 days. Like, what's that one big goal? What are the 3 30-day sprints? How are we breaking those down into weekly, daily tasks? And how can I help keep you accountable to getting that work done? All right. So we meet on the weekly, live, small, in the group. Now, if you can't meet, guess what? I'm doing a recording and you can search your name and you can find the response that you are looking for. In between, I know you're going to need something. And so we've got Help Me Rhonda on demand, because if you go and you take action and there's a friction point, I want to be able to help you right then and there so that you can keep moving. All right. So there's other bonuses. To check all of that information out, all you got to do is to click the button below. Again, we've got 3 spots taken out of 10. I would love to work with you if you feel like this is a good fit. If you've asked me in the past, here you go. Help Me Rhonda Live. Now is a great time, that September, October time, as we kind of transition into fall. We're kind of back into business from the summer months. And right now could be the time that you start to lose momentum. It is a great time just to lay foundation and to help you build the momentum into the new year. This is the same time that Chelsea started. Again, 75,000 in 12 months, 100,000 in 6 months. And she was working 10-hour days and went to 6-hour days with Fridays off. That to me is like the huge win. So it's my birthday month. And so there's no better time to celebrate and share with you, my members, all good things. So thank you. If it feels like the support that you have been waiting for, open the door until we get to 10. Now, what happens? One other thing, just really quickly. So when we hit to 10, we'll start a wait list. Okay. And then, well, how long is this program, Rhonda? It's as long as you want it to be. If you're in a month and you get the good and you go out and you want to come back, if we have room, great. Otherwise, you go on the wait list. My recommendation and experience is that most people need a minimum of 4 months. And that's because we lay the groundwork really the first 90 days. And that extra month is just that cushion, right? Because life is going to happen in those 90 days. You know that it is. Now, with that being said, I have had clients that I've worked with for like 2 years. So it's all up to you. I don't want you to feel the pressure, but I want you to feel the support. Right. And what's different about this is that there are tangibles that you actually complete at the end of the time working together. Like, you're going to hit those milestones because you're going to show up. And it's not just me, it's the community as well. All right. So that's why too, I really wanted to keep it small, so that you get to know your fellow pod members, right? So accountability is on my list and I'm super excited. I'm not going to be sending emails out about it. I'm just letting you know here, and you will see things in your members area, your dashboard of the products that you have purchased. But again, when we hit 10, it goes to the wait list. All right. Is there anything that we can do to help? Please let me know. I want you to know how much I appreciate you showing up on my side of the internet with me each and every week. I know your time is valuable and there are lots of places, lots of things that you could do, but you're choosing to spend time with me. And I appreciate that. All right. Take care and we'll talk soon.